Hi everyone, Kira with Creation in Between, and today I have a planner review for you. The wonderful people at Wordsworth Planner sent me this one for free. Just a note, this is not sponsored. I'm in no way getting paid for this review, so it's just solely how I feel about this planner. So far, I mean, just by looking at it, I absolutely love it, especially the color, because if you haven't noticed, I'm obsessed with, you know, like a teal or Tiffany blue and reds. I mean, my other planner, my personal one, is much the very same color. This looks like it's a little darker, but really not by much. But I've been really excited to check out this planner because it's supposed to be more goal-oriented. It's supposed to help you achieve your goals and just plan accordingly. And my word of the year is focus, so that's something I've really been trying to strive for, is just getting things done. You know, I do have 2 YouTube channels, a couple Etsy stores, I have a side photography business, I have a lot of things going on, and whereas my bullet journal has helped with that, it's kind of come more of like an art journal type of thing. With the system, I tend to worry more about decorating it and making it look pretty than actually using it. So that's why I'm really excited about the Wordsworth planner. And I will show you the inside in just a moment. So this one in particular is the non-dated horizontal planner. It comes in, I believe, 4 more colors. There's a black, there's a really nice brown, what they call raspberry. It's this lovely pink, and I was almost tempted to get that one, which is funny because I am not a pink person, but it's very, very pretty. They have this turquoise, which of course I had to get, and I'm just in love with it. And then a dark blue, which is also very pretty. I was actually very torn with which one to get, but I ultimately got the turquoise. So at the filming of this video, the price for this planner is currently $14.99. You can buy them on their website or actually on Amazon as well, which is great. I will link all this stuff down below. It came in this box, this black box. It's a little flimsy, but I really do love the silver foiling on there. I don't think it's completely necessary, especially for the affordable price of the planner, but it is a nice touch. And this actually came wrapped in plastic, but I already opened it. So, and inside we have a little more about the Wordsworth planner. They say the Wordsworth planner is a holistic personal development system that you can carry with you at all times, combining powerful self-growth science with easy-to-complete prompts that put you on the path to discovering your personal potential. It's not just a planner, it's a coach, a guide, and a tool for living your best life. After just like glancing through this when I first received it, it does feel a bit more business oriented, and it's already, you know, pre-laid out, so it's not just blank pages, which I have never used before. But I'm excited to try it because I'm kind of wondering if I need to do something more like this than a plain bullet journal where I'm just too worried about decorating it and making it look nice and then basically never using it. So for this video, I'm just going to review it and show you the inside, and I do plan on doing other videos in the near future, maybe showing how I used it for a week or maybe a month, how I kind of decorated it or maybe filled out some of the prompts and stuff in here. Not positive yet, but there's definitely going to be at least 1 or 2 more, and if I really like it, maybe there'll be even more. On the back here is just a little bit more about it. I think the cover is actually vegan leather. It feels, you know, very nice. It's not that super, you know, soft plush kind of leather, which this one sort of feels like, especially the spine. Like, I'm afraid this is actually going to start to tear, but this just feels more durable and sturdy, which is nice. Okay, so the inside. So you have, you know, where you can put your name and address if you want. Now here is kind of like a little flow chart, I guess, on how to use your Wordsworth planner. This is actually really nice and just a nice reminder to have with you. So it's, you know, it doesn't come out or anything, so it's always with you in the planner. You know, it's supposed to improve your time management, increase productivity, you know, better your relationships, so on and so forth. This is nice. Here you have, even though it's an undated planner, they give you 4 years. So obviously it's 2019, so these are kind of just useless, but sometimes you may need to go back and look at a previous date. I don't personally use this stuff, but it is nice to have to look at any future dates, especially if I don't have my phone. Next spread is travel planning. I don't have a use for this, although I really like it. I'm just not going to be traveling much this year, but this is a nice place to jot down everywhere you go, you know, the date, your destination, and any notes about it. And they have the Tolkien quote, "Not all those who wander are lost," down here. It seems that the motivational quote is throughout the whole planner, which is nice, and I think they're not like reused or anything. Next is time zones. Again, I don't have use for this, but it is pretty neat. I'd like to figure out what I can use this for, you know, but again, this planner seems geared more towards business. I just personally don't need to use this for anything, but again, it doesn't bother me that it's in here. Okay, so goals overview. Be stubborn about your goals and flexible about your methods. So here you can have a goals mind map. I've always wanted to actually have these in my bullet journal. I just never bothered doing that. So this should be nice to kind of fill out. And again, you have more quotes at the bottom. Vision board inspiration. I also love this. I kind of wish it was more than 2 pages though, because I might really fill it up. I might do a video on this, you know, collaging it and whatnot. It's just a nice thing to have, and you know, maybe I use it for if I go somewhere, I take a photo and I kind of just collage it in here. Who knows? All right, so now we go on to personal goals. So, you know, I guess this is for the year. So you fill out your target date, you know, the purpose and action. And they have it again for friends, family, and relationships. I could see myself using the personal goal pages, but I'm not really sure about this just because anything geared towards like family or friends, you know, I don't see as a goal. I just do it. So I don't know if I will use this or if I just change, you know, what it is. Maybe use it for personal or business, or, well, there's already a professional, so, you know, maybe I'll use this for something else, who knows. But I do like that they separate the 3 categories out. So now we go on to monthly. When you prioritize, all the important stuff gets done. Okay, so here we have monthly goals. Again, it's undated, so, you know, say I wanted to start doing this now or next month, I could just put May somewhere here and fill this all out for May. So I'm assuming these are for the year, your personal goal, your personal relationship, and professional goals for the year. And so this is where you'd fill out your monthly ones, which, you know, it says right there. And any notes. And here, you know, you fill it out and you can put in any of your important stuff that you have to get done. Monthly reflection. And this is kind of neat. You can either, you know, write or maybe collage or draw or something in there. Review of last month, my top 5 accomplishments, what I wanted to get done but didn't, why. This is definitely something that would be good for me, because I have all these goals that I set and I just never get to them. So going, you know, being able to go back and review like why I didn't get them done, whether it was just no time or, you know, whatnot, that would be nice. What have I learned this month? Also a good idea. Planning for next month. What would make next month great and how can I achieve this? All right, and then it looks like it starts over. So you got your goals and then the month and reflection and the review. So, okay. So, thing I've noticed so far with this is that they didn't put the weeks, the weekly stuff right after. And I'm kind of torn about that. I'm so used to having, you know, the month and then the weeks of that month, and then go in the month and then the weeks again. However, it's kind of nice that they broke it up, because sometimes there's weeks that I don't do any planning, or I just, you know, I don't use it all. I get super busy with unrelated stuff, or it's a vacation or something like that. And I feel like I just wasted paper and just wasted space. So from that aspect, I kind of like that they separated them. And these are also very nice, the 3 bookmarks. And, you know, again, having all these separated, you just have like, okay, well, maybe this is monthly and this is weekly and then this is something else in the back. So it's just easy to, you know, jump to. Or you can put tabs, you can color coordinate the edges. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna use it just yet, but there's all sorts of different ways that you can make that work. All right, so the weekly overview. This is really nice. I like that it's already laid out for you. You don't have to pretty it up, but you can easily put some color on here. You can put washi, stickers, whatever you want. I personally love the black and white, but I do want to see if I can personalize this a little bit. It doesn't leave much room to do that, but I'm okay with that. So again, undated, which is great. So say next week I have a bunch of stuff I have to do, fill it out. Following week, I don't have anything going on, or I just don't get around to it. I'm not wasting paper, so I can do this week, skip a week, and then go on to the next, and I'm not wasting paper. I like that. So for the weekly layout, you have this week's top focus. So you have 3 things that you want to focus on. You got any notes, and then you have your days laid out. I love the to-do list because it's basically what I use my planner for. I just kind of have a list on each day. But you have your top priorities and then any secondaries. So, you know, you say you get through all your priorities, you can start working on these. I have a bad habit of like throwing 10 things on my to-do list in a day, and I don't prioritize it, and then things just don't get done. So this is kind of nice, and it's just easy. You can highlight it, make it stand out, whatever you want. What I'm grateful for and reflection, I never really do this stuff to begin with, but because it's here, I might start. It's not a bad habit to get into. The only thing that I wish was a little different is the Saturday and Sunday. Now, I don't always have the time to do stuff, but Thursday through Sunday are the days that I have the most time to do anything. So it would have been nice if this was laid out a little differently, even though I get how you probably couldn't because of how things are spaced, but they still give you enough area to work with, so we'll see. All right, so it looks like, you know, that's basically it. Wow, they give you a lot of weekly pages. Okay, I really like that, because that is a lot of weeks that you can work with. So I don't know how many pages exactly, but that is all the weekly spreads for you. And then afterwards you have some dotted grid pages, and then I think, yes, in the back it's all plain. I'm not quite sure what I would use these for in this kind of planner, because everything else is already, you know, set for you there. But maybe this is where I would do like any ideas I need to jot down, notes, anything else. Plain pages, I don't really know what I would use it for in this particular planner. So I kind of wish maybe it was dotted, because there seems to be a lot less of the plain than the dotted. That's all the plain, and then the dotted's like, oops. Yeah, see the diff? This is all the dotted and this is all the plain, so I'm not really sure I would use that for, but that's okay. All right, and then you have the elastic, which is always nice to keep the planner closed, and a pen holder. I don't ever really use these, but for those who prefer it, this feels very sturdy and it's a nice touch. And maybe I'll start using it just because it's there. Here you have the expandable pouch in the back to store anything, and it looks like they gave us stickers. Okay, these are really cute. I'm not a fan of the colors. I mean, I like the colors, but they feel more fall, so I probably wouldn't use them any other months that weren't fall. I actually would have preferred them to be black and white. Regardless, they're still cute, and I will use them. You have little symbols here. These, you have I'm grateful, put your heart into it, relationship goal, personal goal, professional goal, love this, affirmation, reflection, let's do this. Big day, birthday, night out, shopping, workout, healthy eating, meditation, vacation, I like that one, and finance, deadline, meeting, reminder, important, make it happen, noted, today, study, and appointment. So these are pretty cute. I just don't see me using them just because of the color. I mean, it really doesn't matter, and I like that they're kind of neutral, but to me they're very fall-ish, so I will probably use them, you know, more in the fall. Okay, so the last bit I want to do is test out some of the pens that I tend to use. I really don't use a lot. I don't use different pens. It's always a ballpoint pen, which is very rare, and Micron. For any color, it's always the mod liners, sometimes Le Pens, or Tombos. So I just want to do a quick test of those just to see. The paper feels fairly thick, so I'm very curious. I guess we'll just test it on here. I'm just going to do a very basic. Okay, so I just did basic test of the stuff that I use. I mean, I really don't use a lot in my planners, but I use, you know, the pen, the Microns, the pens, the mod liners, and then the Tombos. Sometimes I do a bit of watercolor. I don't often do it this way, like draw it on here and then use it. I'll use a palette, wet it there, and then apply it to the paper, but I just wanted to see. So let's look. Okay, wow, that is really good. You can, I mean, you probably can't see it as much on the film here, but you can barely see any of the pens, the Microns. The mod liners, the last two I kind of went over twice, but even still, there's hardly any ghosting. Same with the Tombos, except when I got into the watercolors, but even still, that's not terrible at all. And I rarely use that much water. So this paper is really good. It doesn't feel flimsy, but it's not super thick. So like if you were to collage in this, it wouldn't really make it even, you know, it wouldn't really make it bulkier. So I am pleasantly surprised with that. So far, just looking through this, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. The color is beautiful. The feel of it's nice. I will definitely be doing more videos about this planner, you know, how I used it, maybe decorating it a little bit, filling out the vision board and the mind map, something. And definitely a couple more videos to come with this. If you are curious about these planners, if you want to try one yourself, I will link to it on Amazon as well as their website, because they gave me a coupon code to offer you guys for some money off if you buy through them. So look for all of that in the description below. And as I said, I will be doing more videos on this planner in the very near future. So keep a lookout for that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you to the lovely people at Wordsworth for sending me one of their planners. I am super excited to use it. So far, I love it. If you are new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified of when I upload new videos. You can follow me on Facebook Instagram, and Twitter. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!